Two tankers carrying Qatari liquefied natural gas have now been struck by projectiles in the Strait of Hormuz in under a month. As of today, Tuesday the 4th of August, 2026, the second strike is only days old. And here is the part that makes this so serious. Qatar is the world's second largest LNG exporter, and every single cargo it sells has to squeeze through that one narrow channel. There is no pipeline workaround, no backdoor. The first vessel, the Qatari-owned Rekayyat, was hit near the strait on July 7, 2026, and Doha responded by pausing shipments for roughly 3 weeks. Those shipments had barely restarted when the second tanker was hit. That timing is the real story, because it tells you this is no longer a one-off incident. It is a pattern. The clearest signal of trouble is not military, it is contractual. QatarEnergy has extended force majeure on a further 3 cargoes. Force majeure is simply the clause in a supply contract that lets a seller walk away from a delivery when something genuinely beyond its control makes shipping impossible. Italian utility Edison confirmed the extension, and that takes the running total to 24 affected shipments stretching through September. 24 cargoes is not a rounding error, it is months of supply planning torn up. At the same time, Saudi owners are sending tankers the long way round Africa to avoid Houthi attacks in the Red Sea, adding weeks of sailing time and cost. Put those two things together and you get a picture of exporters who no longer trust either route out of the Gulf. So what does this actually do to people? 3 things, immediately. First, war risk insurance premiums for vessels transiting Hormuz climb sharply, and that cost is baked straight into the delivered price of gas. Second, buyers who lose a Qatari cargo do not simply go without, they bid for someone else's, which is why a disruption in the Gulf lifts prices in Europe and Asia at the same time. Third, and this is the timing problem, August is when European utilities should be quietly refilling storage ahead of winter. Doing that against a backdrop of cancelled cargoes and longer voyages means paying more now to avoid paying far more in January. We saw the template in March, when Qatar shut the world's largest LNG facility after an Iranian drone attack and gas prices jumped to a 12-month high. The near-term outlook hangs on diplomacy, and there was movement today. Qatar said the whole region is now working on a resolution to the war and on reopening Hormuz. That is meaningful, because Doha has spent this crisis as both an affected exporter and a mediator, and it rarely speaks publicly about talks unless something is genuinely in motion. But be realistic about the sequence. Even if a deal lands, cargo flows do not snap back overnight. Insurers move slowly, crews need assurances, and force majeure notices already run through September. The more likely near-term path is stop-start shipping, brief windows of transit, punctuated by pauses after each new incident. Watch 2 indicators specifically, whether QatarEnergy adds further cargoes to that list, and whether more owners choose the African detour. Here is the one thing to remember. A single tanker strike is an incident. 2 in a month, with force majeure widening to 24 cargoes, is a structural change in how the world prices energy risk. Buyers are no longer paying for gas alone, they are paying for the growing chance it never arrives.